Hi, this is Dr. Taylor, and today I'd like to talk to you about restless leg syndrome. Now, restless leg syndrome is a common condition that we see here in our office. We've been treating it for 25 years, and it's a relatively simple condition to clear. It is often caused by our diet and imbalances in the body. So when it comes to diet, one of the first things that I like to do is do food testing on people. There are certain foods that you're eating that can contribute to the restless leg. A lot of times when people have a bad diet, they're eating foods that are laden with sugar, it's going to deplete a lot of their minerals. And so their calcium is going to get out of balance, or magnesium, potassium, and when that happens, what happens is that leg starts to twitch at night. It's not uncommon to see in children even. A lot of kids, they have bad diets, they're drinking sodas or eating junk food, and so they'll get the restless leg syndrome. One of the things that you want to do is just clean up the diet. Start eating more vegetables. What I recommend is even start juicing in the morning. Go out and buy a Vitamix and start putting lots of greens and healthy vegetables. And that at time will often be beneficial to restore the minerals in your body, which can help overcome the restless leg. And then of course, eliminate the junk food in the diet. Also, we've seen a lot of times certain grain products and even dairy. It just all depends. Everybody's individual. But the more you clean up the diet, the less of a problem that we see what people have with the restless leg. Now, so that's what's going on a chemical level. In regards to a physical level, what we find a lot of times the nerves here that come out of the back will go and supply the leg. So if you have a subluxation or vertebrae that are out of alignment, and you cause nerve irritation and nerve interference, that can cause restless leg as well. And so getting adjusted, and not just your lower back, but just we'd like to adjust from head to your toe, where we look any of the imbalances there can cause and contribute to restless leg. As well as, and this is what a lot of people overlook, is the adhesive scar tissue that can develop in the leg. And adhesive scar tissue that can develop in the hips, that also can contribute to restless leg. So if you find the right adhesive scar tissue and you clear that out, that often will clear out the restless leg as well. You can use a tennis ball on the leg or in the hips, try doing that, but it's typically it's a specific adhesion that's creating that. So if you can find a practitioner that can test and find out where that is and clear it, oftentimes the results are pretty amazing. So I hope this video has been helpful. There is hope for those with restless leg. It's a relatively easy condition to clear. You just got to clean up the diet and get your body in balance. Dr. Taylor, I'm here with my patient, Harriet, and she comes in with restless leg syndrome. We did an evaluation. We discovered that her right leg is shorter than her left. Another chiropractor got orthotics, but there was not a lift. There should have been like a 3mm lift in there built into the orthotic, which would help balance her. That could have possibly helped the restless leg tremendously. Restless leg, every night she experiences it. And she has some right now. You said it's about a 4 out of 10. It's on the inside of your leg?
Yes.
Yeah, it's about a 4 out of 10 as far as the restlessness. And adhesive scar tissue on the vastus medialis. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can feel where those adhesions are lying. And so I'm barely pressing on it here, and it's very uncomfortable. Because what happens when you have those adhesions?
Low battery.
Oh, yeah, I can feel it.
When you have that, what happens is that will cause a lot of toxicity buildup and make it very sensitive and tender.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now let's have you sit on up here for me and hold this arm up nice and strong and resist. Don't you push your arm down. Hold it strong and resist. Now, how does that feel in the leg right now?
It's almost gone.
It's almost gone. Great. So what is it right now on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd say 1 maybe.
Okay, so there's an example of how we use the Taylor method to discover where the pain is coming from. We identified that she needed a lift, and you just make some of these little corrections. They can really cure and help get rid of restless leg syndrome. This is Dr. Taylor signing off.
My name is Stephanie O'Reilly, and I'm a patient with Dr. Taylor. So I have had restless legs as long as I can remember. As a child, I can remember having them, and even as into teenage years, and as a young adult when I started working and traveling. During certain periods of my life, it was every night. It's hard to sleep sometimes because I would lay in bed and my legs would jump. The feeling was that my legs wanted to run away from me. And I tried all kinds of things to, exercise, stretching, but finally, after I started visiting Dr. Taylor and told him about it, I started altering my diet, and I noticed that made a big difference. If I eliminated gluten, sometimes I have a trigger with sugar, I believe, no alcohol. Those kinds of things have had a huge impact on my restless legs. Right now, I can't even remember the last time that I had it. And I used to suffer with it every single night. It's really wonderful not to have to suffer with that anymore.